Hello world, welcome to the second episode of Cities Skylines Unmodded. Something I should have probably said on the first episode, but because I'm a noob, I didn't remember, is that the purpose of this city, of this series, is to grow it as much as possible. I'm aiming for 150,000 population. I've never ever passed in my offline let's plays saves. I've never went above 100k population, so hopefully we will be able to do it. And I don't want to make a horrendous city. I want to make a visually pleasing city. It's not that this is amazing, but it's not too bad. I might tweak this. I don't like these small curves here and there, but anyway, I want to make it one of our objectives, to make it aesthetically pleasing, and I don't want to have traffic chaos everywhere. So that's what I'm aiming at, okay? Reaching 150k with decent looking city and no major issues in terms of traffic. I would even say that in terms of traffic, I would aim for traffic flow of 85% and above. So that's what I'm aiming at. And obviously explore all the DLCs, all the contents, industries, mass transit, the upcoming, what is it called? Campus, with schools and stuff, which seems to be a pretty cool one. So that's what we are going to try to do. Hopefully in the following weeks. I reckon this will take weeks. My upload schedule will be somewhere around 3 videos a week. It depends on my availability, on what happens, because I have to work for a living like most of us, and I might not have time, but I'm trying to aim 3 videos in average per week, depending on how much time I have available. And let's get started. If you noticed, I'm losing money, a lot of it, and the best way to fix this is to get more people moving in, and that means let's get more residential. First we need to build a bit more roads, so let's see. I think I'm going to just continue with the grid pattern. Can this? No, it cannot. You can't connect there. This can connect like this. Can you go all the way down? You can. And I will just, I think I just leave it like this. Yeah, we need some big spaces so we can then put parks or some special buildings that are quite large. So I leave some gaps here and there, and then I'll figure out what to do with it later. I might expand this a bit on the inside, because even though I leave this huge gap, the main purpose of this gap is just to enable me to expand the highway later on to this side of the map, but I don't need this huge gap, so I will just fill it in a bit like this. Okay, and shall I break the grid a little? Nah, let's grid this up. Sorry people, that had to move because I put the road there. Okay, doesn't look too bad. There are worse things in life than squares on a city. Okay, this looks good. Okay, now to stop the bleeding, let's get people moving in. Like I said in the previous episode, when I have these ploppable buildings, I tend to leave some free space for either other ploppable buildings or to put some parks or something else. So I like to leave some gaps. Normally using either the road layout, or when I plop the buildings, I don't like to have growable buildings next to the ploppable buildings. Sometimes I do, but I try to leave blank space. Maybe later I just come here and I just zone this all, but by default I like to try to leave these spaces blank and then figure it out later what I want to do. Oh wow, we are losing a lot of money. Okay, I need to hurry up with this. Let's do it like this. Oh, not residential here. I want to save this space for commercial. How's the water situation? Okay, this is all good. And now I'm going to expand a bit more towards this side. Again, very oh, I'm going to ruin this power line. Yep, almost couldn't see it because of all the trees. And I'm going to continue with the original grid pattern. Okay, this won't align perfectly, and you small curve, I don't like it. Okay, let's start breaking the grid pattern a bit. Oh, this works. Excellent. Oh, I like this. I'll leave it for now. Actually, I'm just going to do a small curve, and I use like these roads as like a guideline, just to make a bit more smoother curve. I think it looks a bit better. It doesn't take too much time and effort. There. Yeah, just small details, but you know, small details are important as well. How are we looking? Oh wow, why? I think it's because I put so many buildings here. These buildings are costing a fortune. I need to expand faster. Okay, let's do it. Let's put some commercial here, residential all the way here. And let's see, let's speed this up. Let's see if we start to get... Oh, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have built put so much stuff here all of a sudden. It really... Okay, I think I need to go to the budget and adjust this, because this really increased the costs. Okay, it's changing slightly. Okay, let's slow it down a bit. Industry. Oh, I should expand here. How much does this cost? 5k. Oh, we're in the green. We are in the green. I don't have to sell a kidney to keep this city running. Okay. Okay, this is good. Okay, so I can definitely buy this. Can I buy more? No, it's fine. Come on, zoom in. Okay. So this road is a bit wonky. It's not too bad. Oh, these people don't have water. Sorry, people. Let's do some more piping. Just enough length to cover all the land. Okay, this will work. And you guys, the same. When I see... Oops, sorry. When I see money on the green, I just let me pause the game a little bit, because I need to destroy this pipe so it kinda aligns perfectly, and then I just do this. There. I forgot what I was saying. I might remember. When I edit the video, I'll put some subtitle trying to explain what I wanted to say, because now I forgot what I was going to say. So, oh yeah, I think I was mentioning the money. So as soon as I see the money here green, meaning we're getting profit, I kinda ignore the concerns about money. And what that means is that I do mistakes like I did on the previous episode, which is build these things too fast before I actually expand the city. The proper way to do this is expand the city, and then when you have a lot of money, you check how much each house costs, each building, sorry, costs to maintain, to upkeep, and then you see if you have enough. So basically, when I added I think I added all these 5 buildings in one setting, and I clearly didn't have enough money for all of them. Let's see just quickly how much is this. 400, 560, let's make it 600, so 1,000, 1,500. Okay, this is not too bad. 1,700, and oof, okay, so that's like 2,300, and I definitely didn't have 2,300 credits profit. So that's why we got in that situation. So don't do it like me, even if you're a new player in Cities Skylines or not too experienced and you're struggling like I tend to do, pay attention to these things. They're important. As you can see, even if you make mistakes, it's easy to recover, right? And that's because I noticed early enough, and that's thanks to the Let's Play, because it made me stop the recording and the video and the game and continue it, and that made me notice. Otherwise I probably would have been in the red and in a deep trouble. Okay, city is coming up nicely. Let's keep expanding it. I wanted to expand here this zone. I'm going to have to ruin this power line because I want to expand towards this direction. So what I'm going to do is first create an alternative power supply to that pump over there, if I can. Why can't I? Let's see if I can make it. Okay. I don't know why that worked, but it worked. And now we just plug it there, and I can delete this. Also now I can adjust this a bit because you see power is connected here, so I shouldn't need this. I normally don't like power lines too much. Ooh, mistake. Yeah. Sorry people, sorry, I'm very sorry. I hope you have candles at home so you can at least see. Sorry. So what I want to do is, can I extend this? No, I can't. But I can do something like this. Okay. So I like to take the power lines out of the way as soon as I can, so that I can grow my city without having to worry about these things cutting the power. Even though at some point I need to remove this and this as well, but for now this should be okay. Do I have parks yet? I do. Actually, I think I'm going to build a park here to ensure that there is a kind of connection in terms of electricity, in terms of power. Okay, I think, where did I put it? Here should be good. Okay, now if we go to the power screen, yeah, instead of having that narrow, if you remember, we had just a very narrow connection here of this blue area that represents the electricity connectivity between the different zones, and now it's wider. Because sometimes what happens is if these buildings get abandoned or destroyed, and then what happens is that you lose the connectivity, and then we are in a world of pain. I was going to swear again, but I'm going to try not to. I tend to swear sometimes. I don't know why. I will try to avoid it. Okay, guys, try to keep it clean. Not as clean as this city, because it's impossible to get it more clean than this. Yeah. Oh well. I keep it as far away from the residential area as possible. It's because of precisely the pollution. So let's expand the industries. So I like to create these grid patterns like this, so that they kind of have this circular way around and not intersect. If you're an experienced Cities Skyline player, you will know that trucks in the industrial areas are a pain to manage in terms of traffic. It's very difficult to keep a steady flow of cars and trucks in the industries. And another thing that we need to worry about later, not now, is also how do the industries actually access the rest of the city. For now, I keep them close to the highway, and I give them alternative paths into the rest of the city. Okay, this will be enough. Do we have water here? No, we don't. Let's expand using the same strategy for 60. And it's all the way here. And I don't have money again. Okay, let's fix this quickly. Please, people. Just a little bit of time without water, come on. Drink wine or beer or juice. What? I fixed it. Okay, it just took a while to adjust. And we don't have money, but we have a lot of demand, so that's the important thing. Let's build some more buildings. industry. I have a lot of demand for industry. Another reason why I'm expanding this way. Ooh, more money. If you don't know, every time you reach a milestone, you get money. So it's very good to get these milestones. Okay, we got a bunch of roads, a bunch of buildings. Cool. So, I forgot again my trail of thought. I'm awful. I really need to improve. I hope you guys forgive me. It was the game's fault, okay? My defense, that pop-up of the milestone distracted me. So, yeah, I think I was mentioning that I like to expand my industries around here. So I keep it next to the highway, so I can then create new access points for it. So that whichever junction I start with doesn't become the only junction and a bottleneck potentially. So I normally like to expand, see where the train tracks are and the highway is, and then expand towards that direction, which is what I'm doing right now. Let's keep expanding. Water still. So in these situations, when I'm expanding towards this direction, kind of this rectangular shape, and my water pipes are kind of the opposite, not opposite, but they are not as efficiently placed like now, even though I will fill this space eventually, but for now I won't. So what I will do is just start piping over here, same number, the magical 460, and that's it. And more industry. Let's speed up the time and see this evolve. I love to see Cities Skylines working, you know, running. It's just so nice. It's such an amazing game. If you haven't played it, you probably have, but if you haven't, please do yourself a favor and just buy this game. It's just amazing. It's relaxing. It's challenging. I mean, challenging in a very basic level, but it is a bit challenging, mostly around traffic. That's the biggest challenge, manage traffic. With all the DLCs and with the industry, especially Industries DLC and I guess the upcoming Campus DLC as well, it's going to introduce some more mechanics. It does introduce some challenges, but if you come up with a plan and stick to it, you should be okay. And hopefully the tips I'm giving you are useful as well. If you're a veteran player, I'm probably not telling you anything new. City's looking fine. Yeah, let's take a quick look at the fundamentals of the city. Power. Oh, glad I looked. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm sorry, Mr. Citizens. Let's slow down the game a bit and see. Ah, these are I like. Do I have place to place them? I guess here. So if you're a new City Skyline, okay, I need to pause the game because this is getting bad. If you're a new City Skyline players, these dark spots indicate how strong the wind is, and if you look at where it says right in the middle of the screen estimated production, if you go away from this dark spot, you see the number starts to decrease. That is supposed to represent the wind. So here is very windy, so this generates a lot of energy. This is less windy, generates less energy. And I do like these wind turbines, so I'm going to place them. I need to move things around at some point when I have more money, because I don't want the pipes and these turbines to be next to them. Is it called turbines? Yes. To be close to the population. But right now, eventually I'll move it here. But right now, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it here. One. Do I have money for another one? I do, actually. Let's make this a bit aligned. Cool. So 2 should be okay. And just connect them like this. Yep. This should do. Unpause. Now let's wait for them to start spinning. Come on. There we go. And everybody's happy again. Nice. Let's carry on. Let's see the fundamentals of the city. So power now, yeah, we're okay. Oh. Why? Okay, I don't know what happened there. Are we having problems here with the water or what? Oh, maybe it was because it didn't have power and it took a while longer to adjust. Okay. So, where was I? Water, yeah, this looks good. Garbage, we'll need to put some incinerator sometime soon. Let's see what are our options. Recycling center, yeah, I think I will just plop one here. Let's see how much that improves the garbage processing status. Okay, not too bad. Not enough money. Oh, yeah, I forgot again. I forgot. Okay, but it should be good for now. It will slow down how fast the landfill will fill up. So this should be okay. Yeah, this should be fine. Next, schools. Let's see. Education. Okay, we could use another elementary school. We have money for it. I don't think we do. Yeah, no, we don't have money, so you guys will have to wait. Happiness. Not too bad. Health. How do we need to build cemeteries? Not that I have money to do that. Yep. Oh, maybe I can get a loan. Can I get a loan? I can't. Okay, not to worry. I just need to speed up the time. And let's enjoy the city for a little bit while the time moves forward faster and we can actually accumulate some money. Wow, what beautiful logs this city has. This is actually quite nice view. And I think now it's a good time to wrap this up. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.